Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is lecture number, online lecture number 6 of this semester, and we will cover lecture 14B in this lecture. Okay, this lecture has some end problems of chapter number 4, combinational circuit. So I can tell you that this lecture has problem 4.1 and problem 4.2 and problem 4.3 and problem 3.59 of 5th edition book and problem 4.25 of textbook and problem 4.26 of this textbook. Okay, coming to the first page. Okay, problem 4.1 says that design a combination circuit with three inputs and one output. The output is equal to logic 1 when the binary value of the input is less than 3. The output is logic 0 otherwise. So the circuit has three inputs. Let's say we call it X, Y, and Z, and one output, we call it A. And what is the relation of output with the input? The output is equal to logic 1 when the binary value of the input is less than 3, and output is logic 0 otherwise. So less than 3 means the decimal equivalent of the input is less than 3. So I have written the decimal values of the inputs here, the decimal values of the input here. So we can see that input has 8 combinations, which are binary 0, binary 1, binary 2, binary 3, binary 4, binary 5, binary 6, and binary 7. And I have written the decimal values here. So the question says when the binary value of the input is less than 3. Less than 3 means 0, 1, and 2. When the input is 0, 1, and 2, then the output is equal to 1 and output is equal to 0 otherwise. So this is auto stable. We have taken three input variables X, Y, and Z and written the 8 combinations from 0 to 7. And we have written the output column here, and we have given the values 1 to the output when the binary value of input is less than 3. Less than 3 means 0, 0 is less than 3, 1 is less than 3, and 2 is less than 3. In that case, output is equal to 1, and in all other cases, when the binary value of the input is 3 or greater than 3, then the output is 0. Okay, so this is your truth table. So now we will simplify the Boolean expression of the output A. So you should make a three variable K map, and the three variables will be the three inputs X, Y, and Z, and you will put the ones of the K in the K map, copying from the output column. So this output column has a 1 when X is 0, Y 0, Z 0. So when X is 0, Y 0, and Z 0, this one here. Then this one, when X is 0, Y 0, Z is equal to 1. 0, 0, 1, this one. Then the output A has 1 when X is 0, Y is 1, Z is equal to 0. 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0 is this square. So three ones here, and all the other squares will have zeros. Okay, now we have made this one group. This group has this is one group, and the other group is the edges. This one is another group. So by taking these two groups, the output of the output equation will have x bar, y bar, and x bar, z bar. I can tell you how this equation comes when you take this group, uh, which variable is eliminated. Z is 0 here, z is 1 here. So z is eliminated and x is 0 and y is 0. So x bar, y bar is the first term, and then taking the edges, these two, which variable is eliminated? Y is 0 here and y is 1 here. So y is eliminated, x is 0 and z is 0, x bar, z bar. So this is the equation, simplified equation of the output A, and this is the logic diagram. X bar Y bar is one. This is X bar Y bar. This is one AND gate, and this is X bar Z bar. This is the other AND gate. So two AND gates, and their output is going to the OR gate because there is plus sign in between. So this is the logic diagram of the output. Okay. So this was question 4.1. Now next question 4.2, problem 4.2. Design a combination circuit with three inputs X, Y, Z and three outputs A, B, C. When the binary input is 0, 1, 2, and 3, the binary output is 1 greater than the input. When the binary input is 4, 5, 6, 7, the binary output is 1 less than the input. So we have taken three inputs X, Y, and Z, and we have written their 8 combinations from 0 to 7, and we have taken three outputs A, B, and C. So what is the relation of output with the input? When the binary input is 0, 1, 2, and 3. I have written the decimal equivalents here. This is 0 to 7 decimal. So when the binary input is 0, 1, 2, and 3, the output is 1 greater than the input. So when the input is 0, output is 1 greater 1. When the input is 1, output is 1 greater, which is 2. When input is 2, output is 1 greater, which is 3. And when input is 3, output is 1 greater, which is 4. And in case of when the binary input is 4, 5, 6, 7, the binary output is 1 less than the input. So when the binary input is 4, the output is 1 less, which is 3. When the binary input is 5, output is 1 less, which is 4. And when the input is 6, output is 1 less, which is 5. And when the input is 7, output is 1 less, which is 6. So this is the truth table of your question 4.2. Now what we'll do, we will make K-map for each of the three outputs, for A, for B, and for C. So first you will make a K-map for the simplified Boolean expression of the outputs for A. Now for A, you will see there are 4 ones in this column. You will put the ones here in the K-map. This A has 1 when X is 0, Y is 1, Z is 1, 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1, this one here. Then this one, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, this one. Then next one is this one, which is 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, this one. And the last one is for triple one, this one. So this K-map has three groups of ones. One group is this, other group is this, and third group is this. So taking these three groups, you get the equation xz, yz, and xy. Okay, this is a simplified Boolean expression for the output A. Next, you will make a K-map for output B, and write all the ones in this column. There are 4 ones. So if you write all the ones in column B, you will see that there is no group of common adjacent ones. So we will write all the ones as it is. So this one will be x y bar z bar, x y bar z bar, and this one will be x bar y bar z, x bar y bar z, and this one will be x y z. This is x y z, and this is x bar y z bar, x bar y z bar. Okay, so this is a simplified Boolean expression of B, output B. There is no more simplification can be done for this. And for third output C, again you put all the ones in the K-map, and you will see that we can have a one group of 4 adjacent ones. These edges, two these and two of these, they have 4 adjacent ones. And when these 4 ones are taken adjacent, then x is eliminated and y is eliminated. You will get z is equal to 0, so we will get c is equal to z bar. So this is the simplified equation of A, and this is the simplified equation of B, and this is the simplified equation of C. So next page you will have the logic diagram. This is the logic diagram of A, which is the implementation of this equation xz, yz, and xy, 3 AND gates and 1 OR gate, 3 AND gates and 1 OR gate. Then in B, we have 4 AND gates. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 AND gates and 1 OR gate. 4 AND gates and 1 OR gate. This is B. And for C, C is equal to Z bar. So we simply take Z bar and we make a gate which is a buffer. Buffer doesn't do anything. Buffer gives the output as the input. So C is equal to Z bar. We have studied this gate buffer in the second chapter maybe. So buffer doesn't do anything. Buffer gives the output as same as the input. So Z bar is the output C here. Okay, so this is problem 4.2. Next is the problem 4.3. A majority function is generated in a combinational circuit when the output is equal to 1 if the input variables have more ones than zeros. The output is 0 otherwise. Design a 3-input majority function. So basically he's saying that make a basically the circuit has 3 inputs, X, Y, and Z. Let's say X, Y, Z are 3 inputs. And the circuit has 1 output. And the output is equal to 1 when the inputs have more ones than zeros. If there are more ones than zeros in the inputs, then the output is equal to 1. More ones mean if let's say X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0, Z is equal to 0. There are no ones. So there are not more ones than zeros. So this output will be 0. Again, I tell you the statement of the question. The output is equal to 1 if the input variables have more ones than zeros. The output is 0 otherwise. If there are more zeros than ones, then the output is 0. If there are more ones than zeros, then the output is 1. So we can take three, we have 3 inputs X, Y, Z and 1 output. So in the first case, there is no one more zeros than ones, so output will be 0. In the second case, there are 2 zeros and 1 1. X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0, Z is equal to 1. So there are 2 zeros and 1 1. So zeros are more, so output will be 0. In the third case, again, we have 2 zeros and 1 1. So again the output will be 0. In the next case, we have X is equal to 0, Y is equal to 1, Z is equal to 1. So there are more ones than zeros, 2 1s and 1 0. So in this case the output will be 1. In the next case, again there are 2 zeros and 1 1. So output will be 0. In next case, there are 2 1s and 1 0. So output will be 1. Again, in next case, there are 2 1s and 1 0. So the output will be 1. In the next case, there are all 3 of ones. So output will be 1. So this is the truth table of the question 4.3. In next case, next page, we will draw the simplified Boolean expression for the output A. We have called this output A. So what you will do, you will make a 3-variable k-map. K-map will have these 3 variables inputs X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, and you will put the ones, these ones here. One, this output A has 1 when input is 0 1 1, 0 1 1 here 1. Then the output is 1 when the input is 1 0 1, 1 0 1 here. Then the output is 1 when the input is 1 1 0, 1 1 0, and then the output is 1 when the input is 1 1 1. So the 1 1 1 here. So these 4 1s have 3 groups. One group is this, other group is this, and third group is this. So taking these 3 groups, you will have XZ, YZ, and XY. Okay. So this is the simplified equation of the output A. And next we will make the logic diagram. Logic diagram will have 3 AND gates, 1 AND gate, second and third. So these are the 3 AND gates with the inputs XZ, YZ, and XY, and their output going to OR gate, which will generate the output A. So this was problem 4.3. Next, we are going to make problem 3.59, which is a bit modified. I have modified this problem from the 5th edition book. So what is this question? Design a combinational circuit that compares two 2-bit unsigned binary numbers A, and their bits are A1 A naught, and B, its bits are B1 B naught, to see whether B is greater than A. The circuit has one output X, so that X is equal to 1 when A is less than B or B is greater than A. So when B is greater than A, the output X is equal to 1, and when A is greater than equal to B, then X is equal to 0. So first what we will do, we will make it truth table. We have two numbers, A and B, and both are 2-bit numbers, unsigned 2-bit numbers. So we will call number A as A1 A naught. These are the 2 bits. This is the most significant bit, this is the least significant bit. A1 A naught, this is number A, 2-bit number, and this is B1 B naught, this is the second number, 2-bit number, and this is most significant bit and this is least significant bit. So first we will make the 16 combination, like 8 zeros and 8 ones, and 4 zeros and 4 ones, and 4 zeros and 4 ones, and then double zero, double one, double zero, double one, and then 0 1 0 1 0 1. So 16 combinations of these two numbers will make this truth table. Input side is covered here. This will make the 16 combinations. Okay, next, this output X. This is the output, 1-bit, 1 output X. Okay, now he's telling that X is equal to 1 when A is less than B. When A is less than B. So I have filled there, let's say in this case, A is 0, B is 1. A is less than B, so output is 1. In next case, A is 0, B is 2. So X becomes 1 because A is less than B. In next case, A is 0, B is 3. So A is less than 3, so X becomes 1. And in this case, let's say A is 1, B is 2, A is less than B, so X becomes 1. And in this case, A is 1, B is 3, so A is less than B, so X becomes 1. And in other case, let's say A is 2 and B is 3, so A is less than B, so X becomes 1. So all other cases, uh, I have shown you the cases where A is less than B and put ones in the output. So all other cases where X is 0, those are the cases where either A is equal to B. For example, here A is 0, B is 0. So when A is equal to B, he has told you that if A is greater than equal to B, either A is equal to B or A is greater than B, then X is 0. So you can see all the other cases. Here A is 0, B is 0. So this is A is equal to B, so X will be 0. And here A is 1, B is 0, so A is greater than B, so output will be 0. And here A is 1, B is 1, so A is equal to B, so X is 0. And all other cases, here A is 2 and B is 0, so A is greater than B, output is 0. Here A is 2, B is 1, so A is greater than B, so X is 0. So here A is 2, B is 2, so A and is equal to B, so X is equal to 0. Here A is 3, B is 0, A is greater than B, so X is 0. Here A is 3, B is 1, A is greater than B, so X is 0. So here A is 3, B is equal to 2, so A is greater than B, so X is equal to 0. Here A is 3, B is also 3, so A is equal to B, so X is equal to 0. So you can see that we have made a truth table where we have given X is equal to 0 when A is greater than equal to B, and X is equal to 1 when A is less than B. Okay, this is your truth table. Next, you will make the simplified Boolean expression of the output X. So you will make a 4-variable K-map, 4-variable K-map for the output X, and the 4 variables will be A1 A naught, B1 B naught. Okay, so this is the 4-variable K-map, A1 A naught on this side and B1 B naught on this side. And you will write all the ones in the this column, these 3 ones and these 2 ones and these one. The total 6 ones are here in the output column. So you will write all the ones here. For example, this one is 0 0 0 1. This one is in the column in the scale 0 0 0 1. 0 0 0 1. This column, this scale. Then there is 1 0 0 1 0. 0 0 1 0. This one. Then this one 0 0 1 1. 0 0 1 1. This one. Then again this one is 0 1 1 0. 0 1 1 0. This. Then again this one 0 1 1 1. This is 0 1. This is 1 1. 0 1 1 1. And the last one is this one 1 0 1 1. 1 0 1 1. This one. So in this K map, you will take which groups? These four is one group. Then these two is one group. Then this edge and this edge. This is one group. So taking these three groups, we write the equation x as a function of a1, a0, b1, b0 is equal to. I can tell you that how we came across this equation. When you take these four adjacent scales or commons or group, which variable is eliminated? A naught is 0 here, A naught is 1 here, A naught is eliminated. So we will get A1 bar, A1 bar. And when in this side, B naught is 1 here, B naught is 0 here. So B naught is also eliminated. So we will get A1 bar and B1. A1 bar and B1. Next, taking these two common, which variable is eliminated? B1 is 0 here, B1 is 1 here. B1 is eliminated. We will get A1 bar, A naught bar, B naught bar. A1 bar, A naught bar, and B naught, because B naught is 1 here. B naught is 1 here. So second term is this. Third one is this one and this one. Which variable is eliminated? 0, 1. A1 is eliminated. We will get A naught bar and B1, B naught. B1, B naught. A1 bar, A naught bar. A1 is eliminated. A1 is eliminated. So we'll get A naught bar, A naught bar, and B1, B naught. So this is the third term. So now logic diagram, three AND gates, two input AND gate, three input AND gate, three input AND gate. These are the three AND gates and the output going to the OR gate because there is plus sign in between them. So this is the logic diagram of this problem. So I have already told you when the circuit is for design, you have to make the truth table and the simplified Boolean expression of the output and the logic diagram. Okay, next problem 4.25. He says that prove that x bar exclusive or y is equal to x exclusive or y bar, and both of them are equal to xy plus x bar y bar. So first of all, we know that x exclusive or y has a general formula, or you can say this is a theorem or this is a formula, that x exclusive or y is equal to x bar y and x y bar, x bar y, x bar dot y, or x dot y bar. So this is a general formula which we will use in this proof. So in this case, we can say that the theorem has x and y as two variables. So in this case, first the left hand side, we will take the left hand side, this one. In this case, our x is x bar and our y is equal to y. We will compare our two variables from this formula. In the formula we have x, one variable is x and other variable is y. And we have the right hand side is x bar y plus x y bar. So in this left hand side, our first one variable is x bar and other variable is y. So our x is x bar and our y is equal to y. So we will apply this side on this x bar y and x y bar. So evaluating this x double bar is equal to x. So this becomes xy and this becomes x bar y bar. So our left hand side, this left hand side is equal to xy plus x bar y bar, which we have proven here. On the right hand side, this one side, we can say our x is equal to one variable is x and our y is equal to y bar. So right hand side is equal to x exclusive or y bar. So x bar y, this is y, x bar y plus x y bar, or y is equal to y bar. So y bar's complement is double complement. So we will evaluate that this is x bar y bar and this will become xy, which is can be rearranged as xy plus x bar y bar. So both of them equal to, we the proof says that prove that x bar exclusive or y or is equal to x exclusive or y bar, and both of them are equal to xy plus x bar y bar. So we have proven the left hand side, which is this side. We have proven this is equal to xy plus x bar y bar, and we have proven the middle side or right hand side, x exclusive or y bar. This is also equal to xy plus x bar y bar. So hence we have proven that this identity is equal. Next, in problem 4.26, he says that prove that there are two proofs basically. In A, we have to prove that x exclusive or 1 is equal to x bar. And in part B, we have to prove that x exclusive or 0 is equal to x. So again, we know that x exclusive or y is equal to x bar y plus x y bar. And we know that complement of 1 is equal to 0 and complement of 0 is equal to 1. And we know that x dot 0 is equal to 0, x plus 1, x plus 0 is equal to x, and x dot 1 is equal to x. So these are the theorems which we will use here. In part A, the left hand side is x exclusive or 1. So there is a general formula which says that x exclusive or y is equal to x bar y plus x y bar. So in this left hand side, or x is equal to x, basically the formula says there are two variables, one is x, other is y. So in this side, our one variable is x and our other variable y is 1. Y is 1. So we will apply this right hand side here, x y bar. No, no, first one is x bar y. X bar, x bar, and y is equal to 1. So we'll write 1 here. And the other term is x y bar. So x, we will write x here, and y is equal to 1. So we will write 1's complement. So now evaluating this, x bar will be x bar, and 1's complement is 0. 1's complement is 0. We will write x dot 0. Then this x bar will remain x bar, and x dot 0 is equal to 0. X dot 0 is equal to 0 because this is a theorem. And x bar plus 0 is equal to x bar. So we have proven that the right hand side, x exclusive or 1 is equal to x bar, which we have proven here. In second case, in second case, you can see that x exclusive or 0. This is the second case. X exclusive or 0 is equal to x. This one we have to prove. So left hand side is equal to x exclusive or 0. We can say that one variable is x. Basically, this formula has two variables, x and y. So one variable is x and other variable y is equal to 0. So we will apply this right hand side here. X exclusive or 0 is equal to x bar y plus x y bar. So x bar y, x bar dot 0 is 0, and x zero's complement is 1. So x dot 1 becomes x. So 0 plus x becomes x. So we have proven that x exclusive or 0 is equal to x. Basically, we are applying this theorem, the right hand side of this theorem, and applying this theorem, we get to the proof. So this was our today's online lecture. If you have any confusion in these problems, you can ask me in the tomorrow's Thursday's live online lecture on Microsoft Teams. Okay, Allah Hafiz.